Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Alex, and in this video, I'm going to share with you some quick tips to stay focused on your goals, your dreams, your mission, or your vision for your life. You've heard it before, where your focus goes, your energy flows, and that thing grows. What happens when you don't focus? Your energy goes into, well, whatever. You get stuck into distractions like social media or spending an hour reading pointless news articles. More and more time passes that you could have spent investing in your future or on the things that are going to bring your grand vision into reality. Before you know it, days, weeks, months, or years have gone by and you realize you would have just preferred to have focused. So, how do you get focused? Get really clear on your goals. Get a greater sense of clarity for your vision. What is it specifically? What is it going to look like when you're there? What will you have done? What skills will you have needed to learn? What new habits will you have in place? Take a moment just to see yourself as already there. If you're wanting to grow an Instagram, for example, how much will you be posting each week? How many followers do you have? What does the content look like or sound like? If your desire is to become a public speaker, what does your big speech look like? Where is it and who's there to see it? How does it make the audience feel? If you're trying to pass an exam, how does it benefit you now you know you've passed it? What can you do now you've passed it? How does it feel to have it done? Okay, I realize not everyone can define their goal as specifically as winning gold in rowing or selling 2,000 records. Sometimes you can't know exactly, and sometimes the goalposts shift, right? But it's important to be as clear as you can, because to go somewhere, you at least have to have an idea of where you're going. Maybe you're one of those people who knows exactly what they want, or maybe you're someone who's got a rough idea of what direction you want to go, but you lack clarity. It's helpful to practice defining more specifically where you want to be with your vision, what it's going to look like, and perhaps more importantly, what it's going to feel like. You can ask yourself questions like, how will it benefit me? Or perhaps more importantly, how will it benefit other people? Who needs me to show up? Who will benefit from the value that I can give? Whether that's helping to inspire people, being a great activist for change, producing food, producing art, or helping to heal people. Whatever your thing is, someone could benefit from it in some way. If you're a writer, perhaps someone could be inspired by your writing. If you're an animal rights activist, animals, people, and the environment could benefit from your ability to change hearts and minds. If you make amazing flapjacks that your friends say are the best in the world, how many people will get to enjoy them like your friends do when you really scale up the production? So having a clear vision that benefits you and other people and feels good gives you something you can tune back into every time your focus wavers. And tuning it into it on a regular basis, especially every morning, helps you to remember what's important and helps you to keep your focus on your mission. So, once you've got a good sense of clarity around your goal, you need to have a plan to make it happen. If you haven't already, you can break the goal down into smaller sub-goals, perhaps writing down 5 or 10 things. Things that if you did, you'll be a lot closer to where you want to be. If you want to manifest your dream into reality, you need to know what are the steps required to bring this into fruition. Helps to write them down, and so every time you get distracted or every time you lose the plot a little bit, like we all do, you've got something you can refer back to, something to remind you where your focus should go. The next thing is to limit your distractions. We can get distracted when we're doing the deep work on our goal, like writing or studying or producing something. those key times when we're doing the key things that are going to move us forward. We also get distracted in just our day-to-day lives. I feel like although these two things are linked, these two periods in which we get distracted need to be tackled separately. When it comes to that deep work, it's helpful to almost quarantine yourself when you're really going in on your project, when you're working on something that's going to bring you up a level. It's helpful to set a specific length of time that you're going to work on this stuff, and maybe a particular time of day, like after your morning routine, which is often when you'll have the most willpower. When you're in this time period, you eliminate all other distractions. You don't just turn your phone off, you put it out in another room. You don't have loads of browser tabs open that are nothing to do with your project, especially social media websites. If there's other people in the house, you can ask them not to disturb you until you're finished, asking them nicely, of course. You create this tight bubble of focus that keeps you honed in on what you're doing and enables you to get into a flow state where you can actually produce an incredible amount of work in a short space of time when compared to all the other times that you get distracted. Also, if you can manage to get up early and you do your deep work at the start of the day, you get this great feeling that you've already achieved for the day and you've done something that's helped you to get closer to your vision. When it comes to getting distracted whilst you're simply going about your day, it's helpful to limit distractions here too. It's useful to take an inventory of what distracts you each day and do something to make that distraction less likely. For example, the apps on your mobile phone are designed to distract us. Once you've installed a few, they're all popping off with notifications all the time. What I've done is to go through all of my apps and turn the notifications off on all the ones that don't really require my instant attention. Do I really need to know that someone's commented on my post like right now? Do I need to know that there's a new meetup event right now? No. So I turn off all of it unless I really need it. And then often these distractions suck us in further. First is Facebook telling you someone's liked your post. The next thing you know, you've spent 20 minutes wasting time reading the news feed, seeing all this stuff that drains your mental energy and takes your focus away from what's important. A lot of social media does this. Aimlessly browsing the web does this. Watching the news too much does this. All these things drain your mental energy you could be sending towards the things that will make your vision come true. So to stay focused on your goals, you need to simplify your life so you've got more space to be with your vision or your dream or your goal or whatever it is, and to stay inspired. And another way to open up that mental space is with meditation. Practicing meditation helps with our focus and our concentration too. I've talked about meditation and mindfulness in a separate video, and I've tried to give you a simple way to bring these practices into your life. So if you want to check that out and learn even more ways to stay focused, I'll put a link up on the screen now. There are a few things here that will help with keeping your focus, the things that I think will have some of the biggest impact, but there's also so many other factors that link into this, which I'll probably go into greater detail in future videos. But with that being said, I hope you found this video helpful. If you liked it, please give it a like, and of course, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Peace.